Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to a brand new episode of Indie Movement on eCAV Radio. I'm your host, AEBeats, and man, I have an excellent show set up for you guys today. The music industry topic that we're going to be chatting about is how much it actually costs for an artist to record and release a song. Being a musician myself, I'm very passionate about this topic because the general public really does not understand how much it actually costs and how much time it takes to get a song from an idea to a recording studio and then released out to the public, soup to nuts, if you will. And when we get done with that, I'm going to give you a heads up on what's going on around the area. And as always, we're going to be hearing some great music throughout the show. So to get us kicked off, we're going to check out a Cleveland, Ohio MC who goes by the name of C.W. Allen. The song is called We On, and it's taken from his Playing My Part EP. You're listening to Indie Movement on eCAV Radio.
Yeah. So I tell them we on. Yeah, tell them we on. Come on. They say you gotta work hard to make your dreams come true. And if the door's open, make sure that you walk through. The year's 06, guess it was perfect timing. Cause there I met Blue, which led to my first signing. A few open mics and a couple tracks later, I signed a dotted line with expectations are greater. Fall of 08, drop Zill for the king. Then I went to the shop so I could study the king. Sitting in Bible college, humming my new tunes, writing my punchlines, hoping my peers approve. My first mixtape, that was my ambition. Yeah, I preached Christ, but that was a motivation. An insecure artist, I just wanted the feedback. Not hearing from the label, I just wanted the call back. Back in my dorm room, watching from a distance, the unsigned rapper, carving out my position. You know you only live once, don't let the years go. If God give it to you, make sure that you let him know. We on, 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 we on. They say you gotta work hard to make your dreams come true. And if the door's open, make sure that you walk through. We on, 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 we on. You know you only live once, don't let the years go. If God give it to you, make sure that you let him know. We on, 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 we on. Feeling like a nomad, rapping what's inside of me. Wifey by my side, days to get discouraging. Trying to build a faith grind with Ash, Ruck, and Casey. Intent on seeing change, hearts inside the industry. 7 years dropping lines, that's T-Mobile service. Craft like a nail shop, I just want it polished. Looking at the footprints of giants like I'm David. They say that the flow's small, I say I can swing it. Nights in the closet, praying that they hear you. Fights with your own pride, cause it ain't just about you. Gotta work harder, get hotter, spit fire. Response with the power, word to Peter Parker. You know you only live once, don't let the years go. If God give it to you, make sure that you let him know. We on, 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 we on. They say you gotta work hard to make your dreams come true. And if the door's open, make sure that you walk through. We on, 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 we on. You know you only live once, don't let the years go. If God give it to you, make sure that you let him know. We on, 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 we on. The years go. If God give it to you, make sure that you let him know. We on, 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 we on. Yeah.
knows where we're at, or where we're going, or where we're going. But yet we always end up in this bed. But on the streets you don't know me, but yet you know me. I feel your heart racing, and I'm sick and tired of waiting for you to come around. Why don't you come around, baby, yeah? Let's turn this flame into a fire, burning it up with desire. 'Cause we don't have to be, yeah, one night only, yeah. My love don't ever get tired. Yes, you can call me a fighter, 'cause I don't wanna be, yeah, I don't wanna be one night. Only one night, only one night, only one night. I don't wanna spend one more night away from you, without you next to me. It gets so hard to sleep. I tried so many different views to try and justify the things I hold inside. Whoa, I feel your heart racing, and I'm sick and tired of waiting for you to come around. Why don't you come around, baby, yeah? Let's turn this flame into a fire, burning it up with desire. 'Cause we don't have to be, yeah, one night only, yeah. My love don't ever get tired. Yes, you can call me a fighter, 'cause I don't wanna be, yeah, I don't wanna be one night. Only one night, only one night, only one night. I don't wanna spend one more.
That was One Night Only by New Vessels, taking off their self-titled EP. Okay, so the industry topic we're going to be talking about today is how much it actually costs an artist to record and then release a song. Got that? One song, not an album's worth of songs. So first up, you got to come up with the idea. Different musicians approach this in a different way. Some may write lyrics, build a song around it. Others may be inspired by a sound or an awesome song they heard on a radio show like MOODment. So then after the idea is created, it's then either taken to a band, a producer, or a co-writer that will help them turn it into an actual song. On average, development for a track can take anywhere between 24 to 48 hours, depending on an artist's familiarity with the songwriting process. What you'll then see from more experienced artists is that they'll actually take the song and play it out live to get the crowd temperature. And if it's not the reaction that they were looking for, they'll go back to their practice space, tweak it, play it out again, and really finesse the song until they get it to the point where they get the reaction that they want. At this point, you're probably saying to yourself, well, they haven't spent any money yet, but I would argue that as an alternative, that artist could have been working a minimum wage job, let's say at $7.50 an hour. And so if you take all the time that they devoted to writing this track, we're sitting at about $500. Also note that this does not take into account the practice space rentals that an artist might be paying, the utilities at that practice space, the gas that they pay to go to shows, etc. Okay, so now we have a full song and we're gonna head right into the studio. The thing to note here is that when it comes to recording studios, you really do get what you pay for. Yes, recording gear is more affordable than it used to be, but not all studios are created equal, and not all recording engineers are good at their craft, regardless of how many Facebook likes their page might have. To get a commercial sounding recording comparable to what the mass population is expecting to hear, an artist will pay most likely anywhere between $35 to $50 per hour of recording time. For the sake of this example, let's say that the rate that the artist booked at the studio was $40 an hour. Okay, so day one, we go into the studio, we lay down a scratch track, which is very useful as a reference point when you're tracking solo instruments. And let's just say setup and recording of that took about 2 hours. Typically, the first instrument you'll then record will be the drums. The engineer may spend 2 to 3 hours placing mics on all the drums, swapping in and or tuning the drums, and then tweaking additional recording gear to make it sound really, really good at the source. And now it's go time. You send your drummer behind the drum set, he or she shakes off the nervousness that comes with being in the studio, and let's say that they nail the take in about 2 hours. So at this point, day one, it's now over. You spent about $320 and you got a solid drum track to work with when you come back. And with that, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. But when we get back, we'll jump right into the remaining steps in the studio and then everything else that a musician is required to do to get you their song. You're listening to Indie Movement on eCAV Radio. Welcome back to Indie Movement on eCAV Radio. I'm your host, AEBeats, and if you're just joining us, we have been chatting about how much it actually takes for an indie artist to record and release a track. But before we go any further in that particular discussion, let's go ahead and jump into some more music. First up is Swell with I'm Sorry featuring Shiloh, Dynasty. This is taken off the EP There Is Still Us. You're listening to Indie Movement on eCAV Radio. That was Enough by Private Island, taken off their Sunbreak EP. Okay, so we've been talking about how much it costs an independent artist to record and release a song to the mass public. Before the commercial break, we determined that the writing process costs an artist about $500 and that the first day in the studio to lay down the drums cost about $320. Now, the studio day 2. The artist loads all their equipment in. Primarily, this will probably be bass, guitars, and keys, all the supporting instrumentation. We pull up our completed drum track and start to record. So each instrument requires a different microphone and a different recording setup. So let's assume that the setup for each instrument takes about an hour and that each musician in the band takes about 2 hours to record their parts. And after that's all said and done, day 2, that is complete and it is in the books if you add up the time. And we've logged another $320, taking our total up to around $1,140. Okay, studio day 3. We now have all the instruments recorded and we start to lay down the vocals. The vocalist gets warmed up. We hit the record button and manage to record the main vocal line and all of the harmonies in about a 4-hour period. Great! This is great news. Now the recording process is complete and our spent budget is sitting at about $1,300, and now we enter the mixing phase. Okay, so now the studio engineer sits down with the track, mixes it on his or her own, and then sends the first draft to the artist. The artist listens to it, sends back draft notes, and we repeat this process one more time before the song mix is complete. And at this point, we've probably logged about 8 studio hours in the budget, taking us up to about $1,620. Next up, mastering. And depending on who you get, you can most likely obtain a flat fee per song. So let's assume that we spend about $50 and now we have a recorded and mastered track ready to be distributed to the world. So what's next? Well, we don't have enough money in the budget now to do any type of physical release, CD or vinyl. So we go to a digital only format and submit it to sites like CD Baby or TuneCore, who can get the song up on iTunes, Amazon, streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, etc. And we spend about $50. But while we're walking through that process, we realize, wait, we need artwork. So then we now have to reach out to an artist, probably one of our friends or perhaps an independent artist that we might be able to find on Craigslist or various other sites on the internet. We strike a deal and we pay about $50 for the artwork. Great! Now we have everything in place to get the music out there. We spent about $1,720. But wait, how do we now promote this? Well, let's go ahead and push it out through our normal social media. But in addition to that, to get more eyes on it, let's go ahead and run some advertising on Facebook, Google, and Twitter ads and spend about $50 on each platform to make sure that people are aware that the song is out there and ready for their ears. And so, with all that, we've now spent about $1,870 for one song. If we're lucky enough, we'll make a few sales on iTunes, on Amazon, 99 cents a song, but most likely we'll see more profit from streaming royalties, which will probably make us about $50 to $100 each month if we're a very, very active band, touring, playing out a lot. And so with that, we should make our money back on this song in about a year and a half. So overall, at a very high level, that is how much it costs an independent artist to record and then release a track to get it to you. Now, this is why the term struggling musician is a very common term. And you can argue that musicians choose their own profession. I completely agree with that. They could have chose a different profession and a different career. However, all I ask is that the next time you stream a song from your favorite indie artist, that you take a second or two to think about what it took them to get that song to you, and that you consider buying their full album, their full EP, or going to a show when they're in town and buying some merch, or just even talking to them, just communicating with them. You know, that means a lot to musicians. It's just the right thing to do. And so with that, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break, but we'll be back very shortly after that. You're tuned into Indie Movement on eCAV Radio. Welcome back to Indie Movement on eCAV Radio. If you're just joining us right now, thank you so much for tuning in, but you did just miss a pretty awesome conversation that we just got done talking about how much it takes an independent artist to record and release a song. But fear not, if you go on my YouTube channel, just /AEBeats music, you can check out previous shows, and I encourage you to go back and listen to this show and check out the first 2 segments to really educate yourself on what musicians actually have to pay and the time spent to record a song and then put it up online so that the mass population can explore it, download it, get it, and just really enjoy it. So I've been doing a lot of talking over that last segment. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into some more music right now. First up, Judah and the Lion with their song Kickin' the Leaves, taking off the Kids These Days album. Now, these guys remind me a lot of Alt J with an Americana folky twist. And once people figure that out, they're going to really be into these guys. So remember that you heard it here, folks. You're listening to Indie Movement on eCAV Radio.
trees. So don't wait for me to get home. I don't know my way back home. The light broke at the end of the tunnel. I don't know, I'm out on my own. I can't find my way back home. So if you're looking for me, I'll be here in the trees. And when you find me, I'll be kicking the leaves. I don't know my way back home. The light broke at the end of the tunnel. I don't know, I'm out on my own. I can't find my way back home. In these streets I feel alright. I think I finally found life. In these woods I'm free inside, and I don't wanna see I don't know my way back home. The light broke at the end of the tunnel. I don't know, I'm out on my own. I can't find my way back home. I don't trust this line. Fall back and cut the line. The city doesn't sleep tonight. All your eyes are let me in. We'll splash around in all the sin. Anything to feel alive as we all break down. Don't tell me we don't need another anthem. Got one last chance and I'm gonna take the Don't tell me we don't need another anthem. Got one last chance and I'm gonna take the Need to hear that sound. That high emotional sound. The one that cracked this ground. Feeling hard to let them go. Smash through now, we'll never slow. Give me a beat and count to 4, and we'll smash this door. Don't tell me we don't need another anthem. Got one last chance and I'm gonna take the Don't tell me we don't need another anthem. Got one last chance and I'm gonna take the Too many words get spoke for something. Too many days run dry for nothing. Don't tell me we don't need another anthem. Got one last chance and I'm gonna take the Don't
That was Hipshot Killer with Anthem, taking off their 2015 release that would try to kill us all. And bonus fact here, folks, I'm actually going to have Mike from Hipshot Killer in the studio with me on a very soon-to-be-aired Indie Movement episode. So be on the lookout for that because we have a good time. And speaking about having a good time, I do realize it's Monday, but let's go ahead and start pre-planning for the weekend. So what do we have going on around town and in Lawrence this weekend? All right, so let's start off Friday, February 5th. You got First Fridays down at Crossroads. The weather forecast is about 50 degrees right now, so not too terrible, but definitely coat weather. But go and check that out if you haven't been to a First Fridays at Crossroads because it's a damn good time. At the Riot Room, Havoc, Nevalera, Final Drive, and Damned by the Pope are going to be playing. That's going to be a pretty sweet metal show. At Knuckleheads, we got Sky Smeed and Truck Stop Honeymoon. At Davies Uptown, they're going to be having a Mardi Gras party. Then we move to Lawrence at the Bottleneck Intelligent Sound Showcase. That is a local electronic and hip-hop artist collective, and if you dig that style of music, I know that you're going to like what they're doing, so go and check that out. Then at the Granada, 7 Lions will be performing. Okay, moving on to Saturday, February 6th. At Riot Room, we have My Brother's Keeper, which is an awesome bluesy rock band. If you dig that style of music, go and check them out. At the Replay, we have Dream Girl, Toughies, Importer, Exporter. At Knuckleheads, we have the Midcoast Takeover with Hillbenders, Brad Cunningham Band, the Hardship Letters, and Nicholas St. James. If you're not familiar with Midcoast Takeover, that is a great organization that helps Kansas City bands, helps fund them to get down to South by Southwest to share their music with the rest of the music industry and just a lot of people that go down to South by Southwest each year. So go and check that out if you support local music. At the Uptown Arts Bar, we have the KC Cabaret Variety Show. At Davies Uptown, Copper Threading, Kansas City Hustle, and Good Time Charlie will be playing. At the Brick, we got Cave Girls Ready to Go and Medicine Theory. At the Bottleneck, we have Rumpke Mountain Boys and Tyler Gregory. And then at the Granada, we have Bob Marley's Birthday Bash with Soul Rebel and the Beast. And I can only imagine that is probably going to be a really great time. So with that, let's go ahead and listen to some more music. Next up is John Mark Nelson with his song Broken, taken off his album I'm Not Afraid. After this song is done, we'll take a quick commercial break, but we will be back very shortly after that with more Indie Movement on eCAV Radio.
Oh, I'm not afraid of you now. Oh, I'm not afraid of you now. Did I look so simple and small? Do your family and friends still recall? I trusted you only to let you let go of me. Watch as I fall down, down. Oh, I am not afraid of you now. Oh, I am not afraid of you now.
Welcome back to Indie Movement on eCAV Radio. Thank you so much for tuning into the show today and for opening up your minds and allowing me to explain how much it costs an independent musician to take a song from the recording studio all the way to your earbuds. So on Wednesday's show, we're going to first give thanks that it is midweek hip hop hooray for Wednesday, and then I am going to jam-pack the airwaves with awesome independent music and just focus solely on that. All right, so at this point in the show, what we typically do is I take you out with back-to-back jams. So first First up is Jessica Paige with A Beautiful Life. Jessica is actually on American Idol right now and moving her way through the ranks, so tune into that show and show her some support. After that, we'll check out Against All Odds by North of Nine and wrap things up with a fire favorite by Vox Voices. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. This is your host, AEBeats, signing off.
I'm hanging on a wire and I keep looking at the ground, wondering if I let go, how long would it be until I hit the ground? And I'm dancing in a fire and I keep waiting for the burn. I'm learning how to let go. I'm learning how to hurt. And in this beautiful life, well, I'm stuck in the crosshairs of wronging, right in this beautiful day. I'm learning that this way is the hard way. I went wading in the water and I got it over my head. I don't know if I should try and swim, or maybe I should just drift away instead. And there's no beauty in the struggle. Oh, will it all be worth it in the end? Or am I just lost in this confusion that keeps going on inside my head? And in this beautiful life, well, I'm stuck in the crosshairs of longing, right in this beautiful day. I'm learning that this way is the hard way. Oh, and I keep waiting in paradise. How do you know when it's time to try and say goodbye? How do you know? How do you know when it's right? Or do you just jump in the water and hope it works out this time? Out this And in this beautiful life, well, I'm stuck in the crosshairs of wronging, right in this beautiful day. I'm learning that this way is the hard way. In this beautiful life, well, I'm stuck in the crosshairs of wronging, right in this beautiful day. I'm learning that this way is the hard way.
It's like looking in the mirror, wanna see a hero, but for right now I'm stuck with me. Playing this piano's the only thing that I know. Does it sound good? Don't lie to me, don't lie to me. Cause I don't want a yes man, not another yes man. Want somebody tell me the truth. I'm writing all my thoughts down, trying to sing my heart out. Yeah, I got something to prove. I want you to know that it's time for me to go. You brought close, I gotta figure the rest out on my own. Whoa, against all odds. Against all odds. And when I see my father wanna go harder, yeah, I know he believes in me. And every day I'm fighting like a phoenix rising, tearing down the walls, I'm breaking free, I'm breaking free. Cause I don't want a yes man, not another yes man. Want somebody tell me the truth. I'm writing all my thoughts down, trying to sing my heart out, but I got something to prove. I want you to know that it's time for me to go. You brought me so close, I gotta figure the rest out on my own. Against all odds. Against all odds. Everything will be alright. Take it one day at a time. Everything will be alright. Take it one day at a time. Everything will be alright. Take it one day at a time. Everything will be alright. Take it one day at a time. Whoa. I want you to know that it's time for me to go. You brought me so close, I gotta figure the rest out on my own. Against all odds. Against all odds. Yeah. Against all odds.
The summer in those eyes, burning eye, still a touch. His breath is too much. Now I found his new